They shine so bright, you might go blind. When I walk through, they close, they blind.
Hi, welcome to day 2 of the Spooky Smart B Readathon and me vlogging it. I think it's like 3 p.m. right now. I haven't read anything yet today. I've been kind of indecisive about what I want to read, but I think I know now. I'm doing reading sprints currently with my patrons, which, by the way, if you want to join my Patreon, you can. They helped me decide to read The September House. I was really unsure because I was like, should I read this or should I actually follow the prompts for the readathon? And I decided not to follow the prompts for the readathon. So we're gonna read this today. I don't think I can finish this today. I'm gonna try to. I think want to do half of it because I think the audiobook is like 10 hours. I posted yesterday's vlog and everybody was like, September House is so good, blah, 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 blah. Also, thank you so much to the people who said that they liked my hair. That was so nice. It just made me want to read it even more. So I'm gonna read this. I'm excited. I don't know what to expect. I hope it's spooky. I also read a comment of somebody saying that they thought it was funny, that it kind of has like a humor to it, which I'm interested in. I was sort of debating between like reading The Ritual, Fantastic Land, The Children of Red Peak, Dead 11 for the books I'm scared to read prompt. I think I'm gonna stick with The September House. I'm gonna stop chatting your ear off and I'm gonna start reading The September House. I think also maybe while I'm listening to it, because like I said, I'm doing sprints. I think while I'm sprinting, I'm gonna make some food. I'm really craving pasta. Okay, cool, good talk. I will see you soon. I'll update you when I get into this and let you know what I think of it. Today is just like really chill. I'm just gonna be staying at home. I'm not going anywhere. Actually, I don't think I'm going anywhere this week at all. So you're gonna see a lot of this. I know that I was sitting here before. It's just because it has really good lighting. Okay, God, I'm sorry if it's boring in the background, but whatever. Okay, bye.
Don't you know, it is getting low, it is getting hard, 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 hard. I need secrets to be a part of me. I need heart I need heart Don't you know, it is getting low, it is getting hard, 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 hard.
Oh God, ow. Hi. It's been, I think like an hour, maybe like an hour and a half since I've updated you. And I wanted to let you know that I started The September House. I'm about 40 pages in. And so far, I'm living, laughing, and fucking loving. I have theories. By the way, sorry if it's loud. I'm by the window. I didn't want to sit in the same spot because I didn't want you to be like, oh my God, she's like so boring visually. So now I'm sitting here because it's like something new and different. This is not what I expected at all. I really thought this was going to be like serious. Now, thinking about it, even the synopsis doesn't sound serious. You know what I mean? If you don't know what this is about, it's basically about a haunted house, but it's only ever haunted in September. First of all, let's talk about the writing, okay? The writing is so good. It's very comfortable. I don't know if you know what I mean, but there's this thing where there's like a certain style of writing that's like very comforting. And I was telling my patrons earlier, like, it reminds me of when you have like that one friend and like that one friend has like a mom. This sounds weird, but like that one friend has like a mom and the mom is like really cool and like there's like a certain presence about that mom. Do you know what I mean? Does that make any sense? It reminds me of that. The main character, whose name is Margaret, reminds me of like that, like a very like calming, like nonchalant presence. There's like a lot of fuck shit going on in this book and I'm suspicious of many things. First of all, Hal, her husband, right? Hal, we know in the beginning of the novel, missing. gone. Or rather, we don't know if he's missing or if he left or if he's dead even. I kind of think he's dead. I think, and like this is just a theory, I don't fucking know. I haven't read the whole thing yet. I think that Hal was murdered by one of the ghosts. And I think I think Hal was murdered by the ghost in the basement. This makes no sense if you haven't like read the book. But I think Hal was murdered by the ghost in the basement because the ghost in the basement is even more suspicious because at the beginning of the novel, we know that the basement has been like blocked off. The bitch put boards up on the door. Why would you do that? Unless you wanted to keep something in. Do you know what I mean? Unless something horrible must have happened, which she said did. I think Hal was like hurt by whatever's in the basement. Because also that's the thing. We don't know what or who is in the basement, but we know that the basement's fucked up. The little world building things the author Carissa drops in, immaculate. She mentions that the walls like bleed and everything, right? She talks about like how like the main character would try to like clean up the blood. And then she mentions how she tries to clean up the blood by like scrubbing the wall, but scrubbing the walls only makes it bleed more, as if it's like a wound, as if it's a part. I read that and I was like, that's literally genius. It's the details. It's the details. So the part where I just left off, Margaret's daughter calls her and she's like, hey mom, pretty sure dad's missing because you keep lying about him. I haven't spoken to him in like a month. I call every day. I haven't spoken to him in a month. The fuck is going on? Where is he? Margaret is like, what? I don't know what you mean. What do you mean? He's fine. Everything's fine. Even though literally her husband is gone, missing, dead, whatever. And then eventually she's like, okay, well, fine. He did leave. And then her daughter's like, what the fuck? Why didn't you say anything? And she's like, it's not a big deal. It's like, whatever. And her daughter is like, again, suspicious. You know, she's like, why do you seem like you don't care? And I was also thinking the same thing while I was reading it. The mom, Margaret, doesn't seem to give a flying fuck that her husband is gone. But maybe it could also listen, I'm a fucking detective, okay? I'm a detective. Maybe she knows that he's dead and she's like already grieved or something like that, or something happened and she's like fine with it. I don't know. It's weird. Also, another thing that I really like about the book is like the differences between the ghosts, because like in the synopsis it's just like there's ghosts and stuff and you kind of think like, oh, they're all like poltergeists. No, some of them are poltergeists, some of them are like violent and vicious, like the one in the basement, I'm assuming. And then also there's like this other one called Elias. He's like a little boy and he if you get too close he like turns black and like tries to bite you, which seems fucking terrifying. There's another one that's like a maid. There's like another ghost that's like just like hell-bent on being a maid for Margaret. She has like an axe in her head because that's how she died. You can see the axe, you can see her head has been like split open, but she's just walking around like, tea? Shall I turn down the covers, madame? I love it. Like, ridiculous, but it's kind of funny. It's not what I expected. I expected something a bit different, but I'm happy with the result. I'm still doing sprints with my patrons, so I'm gonna keep reading it after I finish filming this little update. Yeah, I'm not really doing anything. I had dinner. Yeah, I'm just gonna get cozy. Maybe drink some water. I think also later on today, I want to clean my kitchen. Maybe tidy up like the living room a little bit too. Yeah, because I'm kind of gross. Okay, bye. I'll see you later.
I'm thinking so irrational. You flew me international now. And we can spend hours reading the signals, but that's so unoriginal. What if we took this back to my house? Under all these lights, I gotta take a minute to calm down. But I feel like if I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on? I just feel like you need to know. If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run off and tell someone? I just feel like you need to know. I don't wanna feel like we're wasting time. Tell me, should I go and call up a taxi? We can make out for a play in the backseat. Please tell me now how that all sounds. You can sleep in while I make breakfast.
Hi. So, okay, it's like 8 p.m. 8:30 almost. I'm about 100 pages into the September house. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to tidy up my apartment a little bit and listen to the audiobook. I'm really glad though that you guys enjoyed yesterday's vlog. It's today's vlog, but tomorrow it'll be yesterday's vlog. I'm happy that you guys for the most part enjoyed it. Yeah, thank you so much, by the way, for just being cool. As for the September house, I don't know what to think. Just so that there's no confusion, I do really enjoy it. Like, I'm really, really liking it. I really like the main character. I'm just confused. Her husband is missing or dead, but her reaction is so... It's like, it's not how you would expect a married woman to react to her husband being gone. It's strange. But then we're also kind of learning more about their marriage. It doesn't seem like their marriage was that great. They've been married for 30 years, and it seems like the beginning of the relationship, of course, was like, you know, sunshine, rainbows, lollipops. But it seems also like maybe like the husband had substance abuse issues and like they weren't that close towards the end. I kind of think, and this is just a theory, I don't fucking know. I think that the husband was killed. I think he's dead. I'm like 86% sure he's dead. I think he was killed by whatever's in the basement. They keep referring to whatever's in the basement as like Master Niles or something like that. So maybe it's like a ghost, but it also kind of has like this vibe of, excuse me, rude. It also kind of has like a vibe of like a demon maybe, because there was a scene and it's not funny. It's not funny, but there's a scene where, because her daughter is like, I'm coming, prepare for me. She invites this priest over to like bless the house. Also, again, every single time I film, a dog inevitably barks or makes some kind of fucking noise. It's ridiculous. At the moment I'm filming, any other time, no dogs. Animals don't exist when I'm not filming. When I do film, every single dog ever is like, let's make our presence known. Anyway, she invites a priest over to bless the house. Because she's boarded up the basement, she has to like crowbar the pieces of wood off the door. While she's doing that, the priest is like, bless this house, blah, 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 you know? God, help us, or whatever. He ends up like puking flies, like black flies. So there's like puke on the floor. He's like, okay, well, let me know if you need anything. He leaves. Like, it's supposed to be scary and like serious, but the way that it's written, it's kind of funny. It happens and then she's like, I don't know what the fuck to, like, she literally thinks like, I don't know what to do. It's like awkward. And then Margaret's like maid ghost, the maid ghost is cleaning up the puke, and Margaret's like, I feel bad because you're already dead, and like I should be the one cleaning this up. This is my fault. The dynamics of this book are wild. Also, what I'll say is like, it's giving me Babadook vibes. Like, if you've seen the Babadook and you've seen how the Babadook ends, it kind of gives me that vibes, because I feel as though the house and the ghosts and like the blood and like the birds and the fucking flies are like representative of something else. Maybe like a dying relationship, maybe grief. I don't think it's grief though. I think it might be the end of a relationship or something. I don't know. Maybe even trauma. The little tagline for the book says, you can survive anything. There's a whole part where Margaret is talking about all of these awful things happening, like blood gushing down the stairs, coming from the walls, and birds constantly flying into the windows and killing themselves, and the ghosts like terrorizing her, and like how there's like one ghost that like lives in the closet and like another ghost who like lives in the office, and how they try to like bite her or like harm her, or like how like certain ghosts will do certain things. And she's talking about all of these things, but then she's also saying like, if I just ignore it, if I just move forward, it'll be fine. I could survive it. It's fine. And I feel like that whole thing has like a bigger meaning of maybe like trauma or like avoidance, or maybe like disassociation, something. I'm gonna tidy up a little bit. I'm gonna film it for B-roll. I do miss vlogging because it did give me a reason to be productive, at least in terms of like cleanliness thing of like, well, I can turn it into content. It's like beneficial for me. I do miss that about vlogging. I do miss vlogging just in general, actually. I should get into vlogging again. I've just been like in a reading slump. Haven't really read anything besides like a few things here and there, mostly for my Patreon, to be honest. Other than that, I haven't really been reading. Today and yesterday kind of makes me feel like I want to read more again. So that's like a good feeling. I'm very happy about that. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'll see you in literally probably a few minutes, but for me it'll probably be like an hour. Okay, bye.
Convince everyone else that you're not boring, but it's making me feel like my skin is crawling. I keep pouring out my empathy to someone I don't even see eye to eye with. I don't mind if you don't have it all together. Yeah, I get it, we're all human, but I give you an inch and you take miles. It's tragic, ruining my sanity with tales of animosity. I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy, lose my mind, and I swear I might die if I cared more, but you're not worth the time. You never put me up front 'cause it's your spotlight. I'm in the backseat of my own car. I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy one more night. Climbing up somebody else's ladder just to make yourself feel just a little bigger. I don't know if I've seen anything that's sadder. It's so hard to comprehend how you don't even understand. Stepping on me without even trying. Never seen somebody get so good at lying. It's impressive you don't spend all your time crying over all the ways you let me down. So many I could drown, but I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy, lose my mind, and I swear I might die if I cared more, but you're not worth the time. You never put me up front 'cause it's your spotlight. I'm in the backseat of my own car. I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy one more night. Typical emotional, sensitive and cynical. Took my sanity and sent it up the wall. Typical emotional, it's so unoriginal. I gave you the best and you just took it all. I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy, lose my mind, and I swear I might die if I cared more, but you're not worth the time. You never put me up front 'cause it's your spotlight. I'm in the backseat of my own car. I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy one more night. You never put me up front 'cause it's your spotlight. I'm in the backseat of my own car. I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy one more night. Convince everyone else that you're not boring, but it's making me feel like my skin is crawling. I keep pouring out my empathy to someone I don't even see eye to eye with. I don't mind if you don't have it all together. Yeah, I get it, we're all human, but I give you an inch and you take miles. It's tragic.
Hi. Okay, so it's midnight. I read a little bit more and then I started editing the video and I forgot to film the outro. Here I am. Hi. This is the end of the video. I will say though quickly, I have theories. I have different theories than what I had before. I think her husband's dead. I have a different opinion. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know, actually. I don't know. Maybe he is still alive. He might still be alive. I don't know. We learned things though about like her history with her husband, which really kind of clarifies a lot of why she reacts the way that she reacts. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you watched all the way through, I really fucking appreciate it, like so much. You literally have no idea. Let me know down below how your spooky smart bitch is going. What are you reading right now? What prompts have you done so far? I'm gonna finish the September house tomorrow. So yeah, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget also to hit subscribe. because we talk about spooky shit, talk about creepy shit, talk about the walls bleeding and hall and shit. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Don't you know?
Bye.
Let it out.